Hi, Natalia.
Hello, Tara. We had a moment and you were on the screen and I thought, let me just grab you for 5 minutes to do a quick follow-up if we can. So you can tell a little bit about how you've been progressing since we've seen you last, since we had our last video. It's been a good, what, 3 months or so?
Since we spoken, yes, I believe so. But yeah, I mean, I would have to say the change is I'm changing and developing every week. And at this point, I'm at a consistent weight, but I'm also balancing enjoying my foods. And I think in the beginning you go hard, you go really, really hard. Well, I went really, really hard and I saw results really, really fast. And now I'm learning how to incorporate this lifestyle and also enjoying myself. And I'm at the point now that it's not like I wouldn't, like I'm gonna go and grab a cheesy slice of pizza because I'm in New York and they have the most amazing pizza. But, maybe I'll have, some more goat cheese or some more chocolate, or on the weekends, I'll enjoy a little bit more than what I usually enjoy during the week. But that's okay because I'm in a different state right now.
Would you say that you're just figuring out where your sweet spot is, where you're able to be in your high vitality space and progressing and using your lightener and having great results while still being able to indulge to a certain degree?
Yeah, I think right now, one of the obstacles that I'm overcoming is like when I'm with family and friends. And this is weird because in the beginning I didn't have this issue. I would be able to go out and bring my own salad and be fine. But now I think I've like there's like a new thing going on now that I'm trying to stop myself from overeating, which is like I wasn't going through this in the beginning. So it's like a whole new phase I'm going through. So during the week, I'm really doubling down on feeling good, eating right, because it makes me feel good. But then the weekends I've been kind of like struggling with like, okay, let's do portion control, and because I don't want to feel sick afterwards. And that's the biggest thing. Is like I don't want to feel I notice if I fall off the wagon, if I fall off the tracks, I will become more emotional and fall into depressions. So I'm starting to see it clearly, and I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna dodge this and we're gonna go this way and we're gonna go this way. So it really is a game. I really feel like I'm a football player in a game trying to win the championship. And I'm excited. Even if I falter, it's okay. I already have that mindset.
Well, you learn such great lessons. You're going through a phase. It's all on this journey, on this path, which is going to be the rest of your life. They're going to be phases and experiences from which you're going to learn. And one of the things you're learning right now is that there's a price to be paid for deviating. And as long as you're willing to pay that price, then you can indulge. But if you don't want to pay that price, then you know what's going to happen. You're going to be forced to pay the price. So, we figure out what's worth it to us.
Yeah.
And right now it sounds like you've kind of found right now where you're operating from. You're getting away with certain things, you're not getting away with others. You're learning what and it's kind of working for you because you're getting through it. You haven't backslid in the sense that you haven't lost any progress, and you've seen just how powerful that progress is, and how you can maintain yourself even with these, let's just call them deviations for now. And that's a good thing to know, that you're not going to, because I think what happens with a lot of people with the normal ways of attempting to get the body right, one usually is fine if they're living it to a T. But goodness forbid there's any deviation, then they're off the wagon, they're piling the weight back on. It's all been for naught. Whereas what you're experiencing is your progress remains, you're not backsliding, you're just experiencing where you maybe are not progressing as quickly as you were because you're indulging in other things, but there's no yo-yoing. And that's really important to clarify, that when you're working this work, if you generally, if 75-85% of the time you're doing it right, there's space, you'll more or less get away with some indulgences, and then you start to figure out whether you actually want to pay the price for those indulgences. And you might get to the point where that it becomes no-go zone for you anymore, and you actually want to go further?
That's where I'm at, actually. So I was really struggling about a month ago, and now I'm at the point of, okay, I think I got this, and it's going to be okay. And I'm really testing. I'm like self-exploring in my body and in my power. And I really do feel like I'm in my power. Another big thing that has helped me again is my teammate, my husband, Carlos. So my husband just started doing 3-day juice fasting, and I can't believe it because he's someone that needs his breakfast in the morning. He needs that substance, or he needed that substance. And now our relationship has grown to a way more peaceful state. I cannot believe it, that really food and the way that you take in food can be a way of therapy. Like it really, like relationship therapy. So we are in a very peaceful state within our relationship when we eat better. That's one of the biggest things that I've been noticing lately. So I thank you, Natalia, for helping us out with your program and your concepts.
That's wonderful. I love hearing that. And to hear that, you know, a man who would otherwise not have imagined himself to be able to, you know, do a 3-day juice fast, much less even probably juicing till lunch or dinner. And he's just flying with that and probably having incredible results.
He's very intuitive now. So I think he messaged me the other day because we went out, we went to eat Greek, and the owner came and he gave us some Greek ice cream. And we tried it because it was really, really good, but it was cow milk. And the next day, Carlos was like, I can't have that stuff anymore. And it's really interesting to see just the progress in the things that when you have a clear body, you really feel everything, and you're able to decipher and make your own decisions and stay in your power and just keep going. So yeah.
That's it. And also tell me about, because you have lost a substantial amount of weight. And
yeah, at this point, over 90 pounds at this point.
That's amazing. Tell me about the integrity of your skin tissue, because often when people lose a lot of weight, their skin is loose. And I find that with this work, the skin doesn't have that saggy thing. It actually tightens up and you don't wind up with that result. So speak to me about that.
Yeah, so I am definitely curvaceous from the bottom, and my legs have always been thick. So one of the best things that I've noticed is that my skin is not droopy or any of that. I mean, when I do yoga, there's always that little skin that you see when you're doing yoga and you're in dogward facing down. But no, and then my arms, I don't have like habichuela arms. That's what I call them. We call them bean arms. Rice and bean arms. I don't have those anymore. And yeah, and my stomach looks amazing. The other day I was checking myself out. I was like, hon, do you see this? I am a model. I couldn't because I just, it's okay to love yourself. And in this process, you start to fall in love with yourself, and not just physically, but like with that clear-mindedness and knowing all the things that you can do now, you start to see your value.
You love the feeling of being in your zone. It feels gracious. It feels light. It feels expansive. It feels like nothing else. And one doesn't feel lonely, or one doesn't look for stimulation. It's a wholeness.
And it feels like everything's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. And it takes away that anxiety that most of us have, especially with so much going on in the world. And we have all these access, we're always on. I mean, at least I have peace within my body to handle all of these external things coming, trying to take me out, but I'm still here.
That's right. That's right. And you always will, and you'll have it more and more, and you'll basically gain prowess, the warrioress aspect of being able to wield your, wield how how to deal with things in such a positive way. But so the integrity of your skin tissue, it's getting nice and tight, progressively tighter, and the weight loss does not have a negative, anything negative on your body.
No, but I also make sure, with Natalia's concepts, she talks about moving the body and working out. So it's not just green juice and colonics. You're moving the body, you're working out, you're maintaining yourself. So throughout this process, I've been lifting weights and helping my body and and helping my body get there. So it's not just one thing or the other. There's multiple things that you want to incorporate, and Natalia gives us tremendous details into that. It's really great help.
I'm right here, Tara. Here.
I know, I felt like I didn't mean to sell it, but it's true though.
That's cool. Now I get what you're saying. That's great. And that's the thing. We're made to move. It's not like that's an extra thing. You know, we're energy and energy in motion. And an object in motion remains in motion. Sometimes it's hard to get going, but once you're going, it's easy to keep going.
That's the hardest part with anybody. It's just putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
So I know the days that the days that I don't want to do it, like I say, are the days that I have to do it. And like that, and like you say, Natalia, waste is weight. So weight is waste. So once you're able to get the waste out, you're able to remove that toxic waste and have that clarity. Yeah. And become more childlike and in a peaceful state.
Yeah. Peace, ease, childlike energy. Those are the hallmarks of the results of this work. So, well, Tara, I'm so thrilled for you. You keep going strong. I know you will. And keep sharing your journey along the way with us. I think everyone loves to hear it.
I will. Thank you, Natalia. I can't wait to speak to you again. Peace and love.
Thank you, babes. Okay. Bye.